today. We're almost done. I probably won't keep you too long because everybody said everything that needs to be said. Right? This is good. Thank you for doing all the work for me. I appreciate it so much. I am Vonetta Mixson. It is a joy and a pleasure to be here. And exactly how Jeremy said it is how it happened. He was playing in a piano room, and I heard it and said, "Kid, you." I didn't even know his name. I said, "Kid, you. Come here." And as I do, I frighten most people when I meet them. I have a big presence. I know this about myself. Not intentionally, but it's just who I am. And he was so kind to say, "Yes, I'd like to play and work with you." And I said, "Okay, you're going to have to get over that shy thing real quick." And it's been, 7, 8 years since then? Easy. That. Because I heard not only his playing, but after we got to know each other, there is something special about him. There is a uniqueness about who Jeremy is that allowed me to be able to speak into his life, allowed him to show me some things as a young adult, which is what I do. I am a coach. I'm a mentor. I'm a person who is on your side, who is over cheering for you to be the best you can be. I am hard on my students. Hello, Dulce. She can be a testament to how hard I am on, there's a few students in here. Don't throw anything. So I just want to talk to you today a little bit about a couple of things. Of course, my notes are now, who cares? Because like I said, there's been so much good word that has gone forth, and people have given you some golden nuggets, I like to call them, for you to store, to take with you, to marinate on them a little bit more, to find out how they fit in your life. And I think I'm somewhere in between all of that. Like, I'm the church girl. I grew up in church, so I know church. I know how to do that. Learned early on how much God loves me. My problem has never been confidence, ever. Like, Beyonce, I woke up like this all day. That's never been my issue. Money was never my issue. I learned to give at an early age. I learned to sow, and I knew God had my back all the time. Never a question. I have probably made $1 million or more in my lifetime. I have squandered it sometimes, but I've easily made that in my lifetime. So I want to talk to you a little bit today about value. I want to talk to you about affirmation, what you tell yourself. So really I want to back up just a hair from what all the other speakers have said. And it's because I'm a professor. I work in the college system, college and university system. I get to spend my days with young adults. And now we're seeing such a change because we have older adults who have careers who are returning to school, to college. So I get the gamut of people in my room. And one of the things that I'm often surprised by is the level of value that people do not put on themselves, that they forget how valuable they are. So while Beyonce may have been talking about something totally different, when I say I woke up like this, it's because my value is not in what I do. My value is not about my title. My value is not about the letters behind my name. My value is in the fact that I woke up, in the fact that God loves me, in the fact that I am number one on his priority list. And because of that, I can walk into the world confident, not because of what you think about me, but because of what I already know about myself. I don't need to be validated by someone else. Come on, wait a minute. Because right now, the age of technology says, I gotta post everything. I gotta put what I ate for breakfast. Y'all didn't know I had toast and grits this morning. Why do we care? I don't care what you have. It's become such a phenomenon for us to always try and communicate, and we say we're friends. Just because you put something on social media don't mean you know me. Those aren't the same. Friendship, communication takes time. It's relationship building, which is the same thing that you have to do in a business. You have to build relationships. I heard a speaker say, it's not about you. It's about who knows you. It's about who you know. It's the truth. Your value, what it is that you wake up and say, this is who I am. And if it doesn't go beyond, I have a degree. I'm black, white, pink, or polka dot, whatever nationality you are, right? If it doesn't go beyond, I am a wife, I'm a mom. If it doesn't get beyond some of these titles that we attach to ourselves, we never end up happy. And I'll go even further. Happiness is nobody else's problem but yours. You create your happiness. What about joy? What happens when you don't have joy in what you do? Then we start to see it spill over onto other people. Now you're bitter. Now you're mad. Now you're angry. And I can guarantee you, with all of those things, money does not come. Money doesn't follow that. Because you lose the desire for people to collaborate with you, to work with you. All of us have something that's our favorite, right? We have a favorite thing. You have a favorite thing? What's your name? Natasha? Do you have a favorite thing? No? You got to have a favorite thing. Whatever. What? Tell me why. Have a favorite color? Blue? See, you have a favorite something. Thanks. And it's not a trick question. I'm just asking, do you have a favorite thing? Right? She's like, oh, God, she's talking to me. We have a favorite thing. Natasha's favorite color is blue. So when I say I'm a jack of all trades, that was one of the, how I got there is because I liked a lot of things. But people kept telling me, no, you got to get a job. You got to get a career. You have to know where you're going. You have to do it now. Yeah, and by the time I was 16, I had a complete nervous breakdown. Literally barricaded in my room, couldn't speak. If you've ever had an anxiety attack, it sort of feels like a heart attack. 16. Mind you, I had already started an entertainment career. I was already in the entertainment industry, and that was enough pressure all in itself. That to keep up with the trends, and then you had to change this about yourself, and we want you to look like this, and we want you to sound like that, and no, too much. And trying to graduate high school. So by the time I got there, I had had a nervous breakdown where I just, no more talking, no more listening to anyone. I discovered that I loved music. Because at that point I was doing it for the money. I wasn't doing it because I loved it anymore. I went back to my root and discovered I really love words. I like words. I like how words roll out of the mouth. I like certain letters of the alphabet. I do. Like, you would think that, like, I would like the letter V because my name is Vonetta. Or M, my last name is Mixson, not Nixon, please. And by all means, please, I had someone introduce me as Vanilla Mixer. Now, excuse me, my God people, all y'all God people for me. Now, if I was a stripper, that might work. We can't walk around being called Vanilla Mixer. That's not gonna happen. My alphabet letter that I love is the letter P. odd, isn't it? P, nobody cares about P. You LMNOP, you just go right on past it, right? It's P. Why? Because so many delicious words are with that. And I started thinking about, what are my affirmations? What are the things that I tell myself? I'm a partner. I'm a partner with my husband of, I don't know, he always remembers how long, I forget. I think it's like 19 years or something like that. We're working on it. I'm almost to 20. I am working thank you, Jesus, if I can get to 20. I'm a partner. I'm a parent. That's an affirming word for me. I'm a professor. That's important to me. I plan. I like planning. I like pizza. Like, it may be very close to loving it. People. That's an affirming word for me. Pain. Pain is one of my words. I've had to endure some. Perform. On any level you can take that. Please. A word that I've had to learn to use. Because I grew up very validated, my issue was not finding confidence, but my issue was finding humility. I grew up in the hood, like West Side hood, where you were expected to be a teenage mother. You were expected to just get a job and do the routine. The young men were expected to go to jail before they were 18. And very often I saw that pattern emulated in my family. So I became the golden child that was going to go to school, and now she had a career and she's doing it. That turned into an arrogance. Does that make sense? That God had to go, no, sweetie. Without me, you are nothing. I need you to keep your hand in my hand. I remember praying. Prayer is another word for me. That's my P word. I remember praying when I was 9. God, I just want my life to have purpose, and I want anything that I touch, whatever it is that I touch, I want it to be successful. That was my prayer at 9. I couldn't do much more than that at 9. And every day I wake up, I am reminded that God has taken what I affirmed out of my mouth and he has made it happen. He's made it happen. Many of my students, or many people, I won't even say students because they're not all between the age of 18 and 30. Some of them are older. They can't move into their destiny and their purpose because they're speaking death over themselves. Every time they wake up, I'm tired. I can't. It's late. Bye. I don't know. I can't take too much of that. Get it done. That is my attitude on life. Life happens. I cannot stop just because something is coming my way. I have to face it head on and pray and go, okay, how are we going to deal with this challenge? It's a challenge. It's an opportunity for me to overcome. How am I going to get there? That goes for money, relationships, anything else that you can think of. It's about your ability to cope with that thing. How do you value yourself? Are you telling yourself the negative? You will never get to that dream. You'll never open the church. You won't get to the real estate investment. You won't do a conference if you keep telling yourself you can't. If you keep telling yourself and believing the lies that are coming at you. I say do it now and do it afraid. If you are terrified, do it now and do it afraid. Affirmations, what you tell yourself matters. My big words, prayer, passion, purpose, and paycheck, honey. They gotta line up. I gotta have some things that make sense in my world. Jesus, yes, I have prayed. Great. I have passion for this thing, this project, whatever it is I'm going into. And I know my purpose. I know that I am called to make their vision come to life. That's my personal calling. Your vision is our goal. That is the statement of my company. Whatever you see it as, I'm going to help you make it happen. And then I have to say, okay, is this lining up with a paycheck? One of your first speakers talked about, can what you love translate into the dollar bill, y'all? Because whether we like it or not, our system functions on that. It is a resource that you use to sow toward greater things. Can we agree on that? Is that cool so far? Paycheck. I just want to do what I love. I just want to make music and make my art. Okay. You want to be eating macaroni noodles and top ramen out the bag because you don't have no hot water. You got to have a plan. That plan has to move you to progress. Not standing still with life passing by you. A plan that moves you to progress. You have to change your mindset and hear something different. Many of you have opportunities that they've come to you and you keep passing them by because I don't know. I don't know if that's really for me. Have you tried it? Does it fit in your prayer, passion, purpose, paycheck? See, I'm giving you a path and y'all ain't walking with me. Prayer, passion, purpose, paycheck. Does it fit in those categories somewhere in there? Whatever yours is. Mine looks different, right? You gotta have a plan that you're walking to keep moving forward. Otherwise, you're like a little rat on a wheel. Spinning and going in the same circle over and over. You haven't changed your friends because that's my homies. They my homies, but they ain't going nowhere either. So really, what you doing there? Oh, well, let me go to school, but I keep failing classes. But I'm keep going to school because my mama told me I need to go to school, but you keep getting F's and D's. Baby, you might as well sit down. You're not doing anything. You're going nowhere. The only movement we can have is forward. We have to move forward. There's a great book. A lot of speakers have talked about because reading is what they teach you in kindergarten. Reading is fundamental. Truth. The Butterfly Effect. Andy Andrews. Another moment for me. The concept is based in chaos theory, and the concept talks about small causes have large effects. So it talks about when the butterfly flaps its wings, it sets into motion molecular structure, and then those molecular things can cause a hurricane on the other side of the world because the butterfly flapped its wings. Look, little butterflies. What you do now has effect on somebody else's progress and growth. Your parents, what they did, affects you, does it not? Some of us, no matter if that effect is negative or positive, it's an effect, right? Cause and effect. What you do now speaks into tomorrow, the next day, and it affects someone else. I thank God that I have the experiences that I've had because they affect my students now. They affect my daughter. They affect my husband. We have to put thought into that. I encourage you to get that book and read it. Your life matters. It doesn't matter tomorrow. It matters today. Today. Everything you do matters. I'm saying this to you because we are real people with real challenges. And the sooner you can grasp that, the better off your life will be. Because then you stop wasting time. You value every minute. And you affirm who you are and whose you are. I don't have time for the haters. Baby, bye. I am walking in all of my power today. And I am facing those challenges head on because I don't know how long I've got. I gotta make the most of it now. What is your value? How much are you worth? And I don't just mean monetarily. How much are you worth? What do you tell yourself every day when you wake up and you look in the mirror? What is your prayer? What's your passion? What's your purpose? And how you gonna get a paycheck? Thank you guys so much for listening. Bless you, bless you. Jeremy?
Hey, Jeremy Lejeune here. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors that helped this event happen. Feel free to check them out all over here. Also, all the speeches are posted on our YouTube channel, so feel free to check that out as well.